my dear friends. Recently a topic came up, and so I think it will be good to discuss it, about feminism in Ukraine and women's rights in Ukraine. My argument: in Ukrainian society, women don't fight for her voice to be heard. I think, it's just my opinion, I could be totally, I don't know, my personal opinion, I think women oftentimes are the voice, or at least there's the voice of a man, but she's behind it. Just the way our society is structured. Historically, this is how we were. I know this because I've observed life in other countries, and I see like paternalistic societies. Ukraine is not paternalistic society. So women in Ukraine, I feel like I think they feel like they need to run the family and be very involved, addressing many things around the family, around family members, and resolving things like financial questions and taking care of everything. Because our women are so charismatic and so strong-willed, this is, I think, is common, at least in my circles, this is what I see, and they are ambitious, that men are so much in love that they just want to work with her. They want to accommodate them, help them achieve their goals. It's very nice. But often they see themselves giving up a lot of authority in that case. This is what I've observed. And historically, there's an example of a Ukrainian woman, Roxolana. We have a movie series about that, but she was in harem of Ottoman Empire, of Sultan. She became the favorite, and then she absorbed all the power. Her son took the throne. So in our culture, historically, we had absolutely no problem. We had a say, our voices were heard. By our nature, we are emotional people, men and women, and we might not deal with conflicts well, oftentimes, both. In both cases, so not perfect at all. And there are conflicts that arise. I think it's both. Need to seek wisdom in that case, in case of a conflict. I want to point out that during Soviet Union, this is when men and women became equal, according to what the feminists say. So women got the right to vote, but they could only vote for one person, just like in Belarus, in Russia, who are they voting for? And also in Soviet Union, you can only vote for Lenin or Stalin, whoever. So really, it didn't matter. They had equal education. We are all equally educated. It's up to 90%, 95% post-Soviet countries, people are highly educated. And all the women, just like men, they joined the workforce. So they were out on the field just like men. They were out in factories just like men. It's changed the social fabric of Ukraine. It's broke down, actually, the family structure. Feminists, it's kind of intercepts with Karl Marx's ideas of equality, and it's just like shifting the way society operates. From what I understand, what feminism is, I read there are three different phases of feminism. First phase, starting with suffrage, fighting for women having right to vote. Women fighting to create establishments to help the orphans and the poor. Kind of approximately like this. I'm very vague on this, and it goes on changing. But for me, it's like the fight for women to have some authority in a man-run society. Again, Ukraine is not like this. So no, don't worry. Don't worry. In Ukraine, women have a lot of authority, and if they don't yet, that they will plan to have it later. You need to be ready for that if you're coming to Ukraine. Reading about feminism, feminist movement, this woman, Emmeline Pankhurst, came to my attention, born in 1858. I know she's a controversial figure, but well, she fought for voting rights in Britain. She did charity and organized establishments for orphans and for the poor. So this is really awesome. This is something I would dream to see myself do, if I could. Also, in World War I, she said that men should win the war and women should establish maximum support in the rear. I absolutely agree with that. Her quote was, "It was national war. Suffragers, in no way we could be pacifiers." After the war, she realized how destructive USSR was, and Bolsheviks, the Red Army, she became anti-communist and she joined British Conservative Party. And there's also Frances Willard in US. She founded Evanton's College for ladies, so giving education for opportunities for women, which is very respectful, really amazing. The society should be structured according to God's word. And if you look at the Old Testament, for example, priests in church, they are praying before God. God created man according to himself. I think that men are by God called to be leaders, and women have different other callings and other interests in life, both equally important. I do not want to challenge authority of men, and I think that our fight now in war is all in the hands of men, and I think it's nice that women are supporting them in the rear, but also it's honorable. I applaud women who go there and help to fight. For me personally, I think my femininity is my source of strength and my source of beauty, and it gives me peace, and I feel happy about being able to be feminine, about being able to express myself as a woman. So yeah, and what does the Bible say about men and women? It says in Colossians 3, "Wives, submit yourself to your husbands as if fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh with them. Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord." And there are more quotes that in the Bible that clearly show God's perception on how society should be structured, how He wants people to live. And I think His wish is essential because He gave us life. He gave us everything that we have, and He intends for us to live a happy life. And I think it will be happy if you live it according to His will. Let's study vocab. Man is чоловік. чоловік, чоловік. Woman is жінка, жінка, жінка. Society is суспільство, суспільство, суспільство. Men and women are equally important. Чоловіки і жінки є однаково важливі. I think they are equally important in the eyes of God. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe to the channel. Bye.